Hey YouTube, Diesel Dan Peters back again. So I haven't installed it yet. This is the muffler I will be using. Let's see if I can focus a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. Starting to enter the cold part of the year, so I'm definitely glad I got into this. But I will need this running so that I can clear out the snow from the driveway. So even on my days that I've had work so far, I've been working on this. Just got this muffler in. It's a brand new muffler I got for a steal. So, as you can tell, it kind of goes right into the frame, right? So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make a cut right over here. I'm going to go right across, up, and back, right? Because I want to make this thing still look as stock as possible. I'm not trying to cut it up a whole lot. Again, it's not a show tractor. I've just always wanted a diesel tractor. That way I feel like I'm on a farm or something, I don't know. The other thing was, I completely removed the entire clutch setup that I had. I ordered a new one because I actually kind of destroyed the old one when I was messing around with it. But before I did that, I measured the belt that I'm going to need. So this is 1/2 inch wide, and I need it to be about 3.5 inches longer than this. So I measured this at 39.5 inches. So 43 inches will work perfect with this setup. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a 43-inch belt. I already ordered the new pulleys. What else? And yeah, we're good. I'm just going to go from there. I don't want this to be super ghetto or anything like that. I know there's some stuff that I had to create, like this compression lever, which I disconnected because I was running it the other day. Like I said, this thing sat for over 5 years. I don't even think 5 years was a fair estimate to put it at because of how, let's just say that the head was off of it for 5 years, at least. So, with the head off of it for 5 years, sitting in a garage, you can only imagine what it looked like inside. But I think this is definitely coming along. Exhaust is going on. Unfortunately, the starter, I don't have the money for right now. Otherwise, I'd replace the starter before I even put the muffler on it. But that's okay. We're going to continue. I'm just going to use the pull start. It still starts right up regardless. I mean, I have this thing pretty dialed in where it runs like a clock now. I found out. Oh, how you doing? So the fuel injection pump is replaced. I put the new one on. This is the new fuel line that I installed. I had to bend it a little bit because it doesn't seem like it was exactly made for this setup. I don't know why. Could have just been a default, not a default, but a defect from the factory. Who knows? But everything works. I disconnected the throttle setup because it wasn't really doing anything, and it was kind of pointless to me to even have it, for that matter. But the throttle works great. The only thing I said, like I said, I disconnected the compression lever because it's just easier to start it with the pull start with the compression lever free. What else? Glow plug still works. That's another thing I want to have replaced in the next few months or so. So I might actually have someone that I'll be trading the 2 Yanmar diesels for, and we're creating kind of a deal. I'll be getting another 2 of those that need rebuilds from what I was told so far. So most likely I'll probably do the same thing I did with these, just have them sent out and bored out. Or maybe I can find someone closer because shipping them out isn't cheap. What else? There might be a military generator involved, so that would be a good video little series on how to get one of those things going. He said that when he bought it, he was told that it needed rings. We'll see. See if I'm actually going to take that or not. But this is my project right now. I'm definitely glad I have something because I can't really go without a project. And this thing, I've definitely dialed it in pretty well. I think it's definitely coming along. Like I said tonight, my goal is to get this muffler mounted up pretty well. And it also, the reason why I want to cut it a little in is because it comes with, yes, it was shipped in a diaper container. Comes with a little side flap. So what I'm thinking, and I'm hoping as well, is that this deflects kind of away from me, where it shoots out that way. And that'll be great. I won't have to die from carbon monoxide getting shoved in my face. And all around, I think it'll work perfect, because if I kind of aim it downward, actually no, I think I'm just going to aim it straight out like that. That's it. And I think it'll look fine. So I'm going to get on that, and I will keep you guys updated as I get stuff done. Garage is definitely changing, as you might be able to tell from previous videos. Definitely changing a little bit. Still organizing a ton. It'll be way easier once this thing is just back together and that's it. You know, it's done and it's finalized, but that's going to be a minute. So, and I am also looking around because unfortunately this tractor has the typical John Deere problem with the rear end. So it might just be the clutch setup that it had, but the clutch would grind a little bit, which was no good. But that wasn't the problem I'm even talking about. So the back wheels are a little wobbly, which should be fine for the winter at the very least. So I'm not really worried about that. The rims are fine. Tires are still fine. You know, the front wheel will definitely be replaced. As you can tell, they're definitely a little on the worn side. The rear are very decent though, which is very good. That's one less thing I have to worry about for a little bit. But yeah, this thing is definitely coming along. I'm like super excited about this thing. I've always wanted a diesel tractor. I had a chance to get a Ford diesel tractor a few months ago for like $350, and I'm kind of kicking myself for not just grabbing it. But, you know, away she goes. That's just how it is sometimes. You can't always afford stuff when they're cheap, so you got to pay a little extra to... Actually, the more I think about it, I don't even think I have that much into this tractor. I paid $300 for the tractor itself. The motor came with the Cat diesel generator that I was going to build originally. Still waiting to see if I can find a crankcase for that. But yeah, I've built this tractor pretty cheap. I think it's definitely under $400, unless you want to include the snow blower that I bought for it, which was another $120, which still isn't bad because the snow blower is in pretty decent condition. It's not all beat up or anything like that. But yeah, this thing is definitely coming along. I hope you guys are as excited as I am right now, because it's definitely been a bit of a road for this. It had its ups and downs, but it's definitely coming along. Yeah, keep you guys updated. Hopefully, I don't know if you guys like or dislike these longer videos when I do it like this. I'll definitely be cutting it down. And if you don't like the way I cut my videos up, please put it down in the comments. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I'm not even going to take another second of your time, so see you in the next one. Hey YouTube, Diesel Dan Peters again. So I wanted to show you guys what my plan is. I don't know if you guys can even see this, but it's a little green line here, a little green line here, and there is one right here. So what my goal is, I'm going to cut two straight lines over here, and I'm going to stop right about over here, right, so that it's in line with that line. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend it out, cut it so that this doesn't interfere, but also so it's a slight flap that comes out. And my goal with this is that it will deflect the smoke from coming in my face. I don't know how well this will work, but I figured it's worth a little shot. See if it'll do anything. But that's the goal for right now. And like I said, I'm going to keep you guys updated with this exhaust. I put the side pieces on so that it looks a little nicer too. And the flap is on, so you can tell how it's just gonna, it should realistically just go straight out. But we'll see. I'm gonna start cutting and we'll go from there. Alright, YouTube.